Welcome to the Fishing Therapist with Dr. Bill. And every video that I do, I want to, share some things that I've learned in my private practice. I'm, in my office, and I wanted to come to you to let you know that Dr. Bill is a real psychotherapist, and I see real people from all over the world and Skype and do phone sessions, and I've been doing it for several decades. I want to thank you for joining me on this particular video travel journey, and hopefully you'll like it and subscribe, and we'll keep doing more and more of these as I can. Again, thank you so much, and enjoy the following video. Gentlemen, I want to share with you 8 things you need to know in order to help you pick the right wife. The 8 things that I'm going to share with you are not only things that are important to look at, but they are certainly some of the key things you need to take into consideration before you ask her to be your wife. The 8 things that I'm going to talk about in this brief video are not in any particular order. Now, let me begin with a question that you want to know an answer to before you ask her to marry you. What kind of relationship did your potential wife have with her father growing up? And if he's still alive, what is her relationship with him now? Often how she treated him or treats him now is how she will treat you. If not now, you can count on experiencing it in the future, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Another question involves, how does your potential wife feel about herself? I don't mean the front that she puts up. I mean, how does she really feel about herself? Yet another question you want to ask yourself is, how controlling is she? Often a woman will start out by being very cooperative, but over time will gradually increase her controlling behavior. This could be a sign that she is really insecure inside. Another important question that needs to be answered is, how supportive is she of you? I mean, does she celebrate you or often point out what you do not do well, or even focus her attention on what you do wrong? Whichever you are experiencing now, you will most likely see an increase and as time goes by in the future. How about another question? Are you ready? Okay. How does she manage money? I mean, is she a saver or a spender? Sometimes it's actually a positive if you are different in this area. You just don't want to be so different that it becomes a constant point of conflict in your relationship. A sometimes overlooked question has to do with, how giving is she with her time? I mean, to you and to others. I'm talking about how much time she puts in at work, but I'm really speaking about her priorities as to how important it is for her to spend time with you. This often changes after the first child is born, so enjoy it while you can. What I'm saying as clearly as I know is, if you are not happy with how much time she spends with you now, do not expect it to improve in the future. An often misunderstood question has to do with, how affectionate is she? I'm not talking about how often she wants to have sex, although that is certainly one of the more important ways that she may show you affection. I'm talking about, is she a hugger, or does she want to hold your hand, not just in private, but in public? The last question I will cover now with you has to do with her having a sense of humor. Guys, can I really get real with you? If you are like the rest of us men, she is really going to need one. So how is her sense of humor? Does she seem relaxed at times without the use of alcohol or drugs, or is she too serious and uptight or too laid back all the time? This question really has to do with her moods and how she may cope with you in the future, if and when life may not be as perfect as it is now. In conclusion, the things that I have talked about in the last few minutes are not meant to be the end-all of what matters and what to look for, but is a good start to knowing the questions you need answers to. If you want additional clarification and information concerning what the answers to these questions really mean, just take a look at my website at yourfuture.cc or Google Dr. Bill Orlando, and feel free to contact me and set up a time for us to talk or come see me at my Orlando office. After all, this is your future we're talking about. Thank you for taking the time to view this short video.